Welcome to this in-depth exploration of Marcus Aurelius' top lessons on life. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor from 161 to 180 AD, is widely regarded not just as a great leader, but as one of the key figures of Stoic philosophy. His personal writings, known as Meditations, have become a timeless guide for self-mastery, ethical behavior, and finding tranquility in a chaotic world. In this video, we'll delve deeply into his wisdom, breaking down the key lessons he shared through his Stoic reflections. Prepare for a journey that will challenge your mindset, help you cultivate inner peace, and transform the way you navigate life's challenges. Accept what you cannot change. One of Marcus Aurelius' most recurring themes is the concept of accepting what we cannot change. As he famously wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This idea suggests that obstacles and difficulties are not just things to be avoided, but rather opportunities for growth. Sublesson 1. The nature of the universe. Marcus believed that the universe operates according to its own laws, and it's futile to resist the natural order. Everything happens for a reason, even if we don't always understand it. By accepting that there are forces outside our control, like fate, other people's actions, or natural events, we can focus on what we can influence: our own thoughts and actions. In Meditations, Marcus writes, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Here, he emphasizes the Stoic principle of focusing on our internal state. The external world may be filled with chaos, but our mind is our fortress. Sublesson 2. Amor fati, loving fate. Building on the theme of acceptance, Marcus Aurelius advocates for the Stoic practice of amor fati, or love of fate. This isn't just about enduring life's hardships, but embracing them. He saw everything that happened as part of a larger cosmic design and urged others to view every challenge as an opportunity to grow in wisdom and strength. Imagine a life where you no longer complain about things going wrong, but instead embrace each difficulty as a gift, pushing you toward greater personal development. That's the essence of amor fati. Live in the present moment. Another profound lesson from Marcus Aurelius is the importance of living fully in the present moment. He recognized that much of our suffering comes not from our current circumstances, but from worrying about the future or regretting the past. Sublesson 1. Avoiding distraction. In Meditations, Marcus writes, "The tranquility that comes when you stop caring what they say, or think, or do, only what you do." In this line, Marcus is speaking about the mental clarity and peace that arise when we stop allowing ourselves to be distracted by external opinions and concerns. He advises that we focus on the task at hand, whatever that might be, and give it our full attention. Whether we're eating a meal, talking with someone, or working, the ability to be fully present is one of the key secrets to a fulfilled life. Sublesson 2. Mindfulness in every action. Marcus was also an early advocate of what we might today call mindfulness. He suggests we bring full awareness to everything we do, no matter how small or routine the task might seem. In this way, even the simplest activities can become meaningful and fulfilling. By focusing on the present moment, we become less distracted by anxieties about the future or regrets from the past, allowing us to experience a deeper sense of peace and presence in our lives. The power of perspective. One of Marcus Aurelius' most empowering lessons is the idea that we can change our experience of life simply by changing how we view it. This is the Stoic concept of controlling your perceptions. Sublesson 1. Reframing negative events. Marcus believed that events themselves are neither good nor bad. It's our judgment of them that makes them so. In Meditations, he wrote, "If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it. And this you have the power to revoke at any moment." Let's take an example. Say you lose your job. Instead of seeing this as a disaster, you could choose to view it as an opportunity, a chance to start a new chapter, learn something new, or pursue a long-held passion. The event doesn't change, but your perspective does, and that changes everything. Sublesson 2. Self-detachment. Marcus Aurelius also frequently reminds us that we are just one small part of a vast universe. In his writings, he constantly refers to the insignificance of human life in the grand scheme of things, encouraging us to detach from our ego and see things from a broader perspective. By adopting this cosmic viewpoint, we can start to let go of petty concerns and focus on what truly matters, living virtuously, treating others with kindness, and fulfilling our duties. This detachment is not about being cold or indifferent, but about maintaining a balanced perspective that helps us prioritize the important things in life: self-discipline and control. Marcus Aurelius was known for his incredible self-discipline, and he believed that mastery of oneself was essential for leading a virtuous life. Self-discipline, in the Stoic view, is about controlling your impulses, desires, and emotions so they don't control you. Sublesson 1. Moderation in all things. One of the key virtues in Stoic philosophy is moderation. Marcus Aurelius advocates for living a life of balance, avoiding extremes of indulgence or asceticism. He understood that while we might be tempted by pleasure or driven by desire, true happiness comes from moderation and self-restraint. In Meditations, he writes, "Keep yourself simple, good, pure, serious, unpretentious, a friend of justice, God-fearing, kind, full of affection, strong for your proper work." This is a call for personal integrity, urging us to remain disciplined in our actions and behaviors, to avoid being swayed by fleeting emotions or desires. Sublesson 2. Control over emotions. Marcus recognized that emotions like anger, fear, and jealousy can cloud our judgment and lead us astray. In Stoicism, emotions aren't to be suppressed, but understood and managed. For example, when anger arises, Marcus encourages us to reflect on whether the object of our anger is truly worth the emotional energy it demands. He reminds us to pause and question our emotions. The best revenge is not to be like your enemy. By controlling our emotional reactions, we avoid becoming consumed by them, and instead, we can act in accordance with reason and virtue. The impermanence of life. Marcus Aurelius often meditated on the fleeting nature of life. He wrote extensively about death, not as a morbid obsession, but as a reminder that life is temporary and that we must make the most of the time we have. Sublesson 1. Memento mori, remember death. One of Marcus Aurelius' most famous philosophical concepts is memento mori, which means remember you will die. This isn't meant to be depressing but empowering. By keeping the inevitability of death in mind, we're reminded to live fully and intentionally. In Meditations, Marcus writes, "Think of yourself as dead. You have lived your life. Now take what's left and live it properly." This advice is about living with purpose and urgency, focusing on what truly matters, and not getting distracted by trivial concerns. Sublesson 2. Appreciation of the present. By acknowledging life's impermanence, Marcus Aurelius believed we would gain a greater appreciation for the present moment. It's a call to make the most of today because tomorrow is never guaranteed. The lesson here is to prioritize what's truly important, whether that's spending time with loved ones, pursuing personal growth, or contributing to the greater good. Kindness and community. Despite his role as a powerful Roman emperor, Marcus Aurelius emphasized the importance of kindness, humility, and service to others. He believed that we are all part of a greater whole, and it is our duty to work together for the common good. Sublesson 1. The importance of service. In Meditations, Marcus writes, "Men exist for the sake of one another. Teach them then or bear with them." This reflects his belief that we all have a responsibility to contribute positively to society. We should help others, share our knowledge, and uplift those around us. Sublesson 2. Compassion for all. Another essential aspect of Marcus's philosophy is compassion. While Stoicism is often associated with emotional detachment, Marcus believed in practicing kindness and empathy. He understood that everyone is struggling with their own challenges and that we should approach others with patience and understanding. As he wrote, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." This is a powerful reminder to lead by example, to embody the virtues of kindness, integrity, and compassion in our daily lives. Marcus Aurelius' legacy. The lessons of Marcus Aurelius are as relevant today as they were nearly 2,000 years ago. In a world filled with uncertainty, stress, and conflict, his wisdom offers a pathway to peace, strength, and resilience. By practicing acceptance, living in the present moment, maintaining perspective, cultivating self-discipline, remembering the impermanence of life, and serving others, we can lead a life of meaning and fulfillment. Marcus Aurelius didn't just write about these principles, he lived them. His Meditations was never intended to be published. It was his personal journal, where he reflected on how to be a better human being. In sharing these lessons, he leaves us with a guide to living with purpose, grace, and serenity. Thank you for joining me on this deep dive into the timeless wisdom of Marcus Aurelius. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe for more content on Stoic philosophy and how it can help us navigate modern life with calm and resilience.